sitting in the dark waiting for the beast to wake. The need for patience can't supersede the pain of knuckles stuck in the block when you can see the aim. It would be a shame if your vision never reached the page for the unique, insane way you think and play to never be released from the leash your brain made. Then suddenly you shake and let the pen bleed a lake. Ink spills like blood spatter at a crime scene, leaving an outline of who you really might be. You cover it up with a tarp lest a bystander blithely passes by, saying it could use some tidying. Nights go by, adding a little color slightly, even you're surprised by what the canvas was hiding. Is that a hint of pride? Do you sympathize with idols you otherwise despised for their hyped up signings? But now you find you're riding on a wave of your own devising. Humility hibernates when the spotlight is shining, so you rise to the mic. The time is ripe to let the world hear your mind sing. The silence is blinding with no silver lining. Suddenly the grind doesn't seem so enticing. You retreat with your tail stuck between a fan who screams and a master's dream. Like a fledgling bird who can see his wings but can't catch the stream. You in a panic think your laboring will get no love, so what? If you went to your grave with your craft unseen, would you rip up the pages, burn them to ash, then see that nobody came to get your autograph and weep of how your last release of tracks were a masterpiece? It never had to be displayed for you to find who you are. Only your hand decides to place the knife in your heart, like those whose pride chose to die for the art. A maestro who might go a life in the dark. The pen doesn't wait for the gaze of impatient strangers. No critic raising the gates can't erase the rage off your paper, but as of now you're dejected, but you were fool to begin. Thinking respect is collected by those who prove they could win. As you sit there depressed, asking should I risk it again? If the answer is hell yes, go ahead and pick up the pen. You're written in every after performance you hit of a song. Such an illustrious career, they were ready for this to be gone. But these questions have a penchant for making reality dawn. You never really connected with these lyrics they pawned. And now you're sitting here convinced of the mob that you are the biggest thing in the genre. But you'll have to live with the calm that when you look in the mirror all you see's an imposter. The conveyor belt started and he rolled off of it boxed up. But the size was a little small, so some filler was tossed in. Now why don't we go over the checklist from the roster and see if we can find the instant your own image was lost, huh? Surrounded by hands is about the task you're molding. Look at a master of the market and give them tracks they adore. Then whittle down to the name and face they place on a poster. The taste of greatness remains only in the fame they control. It may be the case you weren't around in position, unable to fill in the bass or what the sound was missing. But your name must be carefully wrapped around your own vision, instead of standing back watching them confounded and sitting on the sideline, only getting up when they hound you to sing it. Come on, you're bound to be itching, scream out loud and rousing attention of the thousands who felt it when you finally found your own method and you pounced on the record. But the matter of fact is you're trying to maintain a career, knowing the fan bases you made will gladly pay every year. Long as you stay in your lane and don't invade with experimenting, the lab could be weird, but the factor is clear. The way for pumping out hits without any risk of fatigue. You're rating your brand, so you stand there and play around with the gears, hoping the leaders can see you say just enough to get cheers. But if the words are your own, there can be no line irrelevant, even if the time to sell it is gone, by the hell with it. The pen doesn't let up when you're sending the message. No diva bending the letters can pretend that they get it, but as of now you're surrounded by people feeding you trends. They dressed you up like a clown and pushed you back to the grin. As you sit there depressed, asking how to feel it again. When they say you're the best, shake your head and pick up the pen.